Hello students, this video covers your first chapter of computer science, getting started with Python. In this video you will get introduced to Python and I'm very much sure that you will very much like writing program in Python. In this video we are going to cover the following topics: introduction, Python pluses, Python minuses, working in Python, and understanding first program. So let's start with Python. Oh, not this one, this one. So first of all, we are going to learn about Python. So Python programming language was developed by Goddard and Rossum in February 1991. It is based on ABC and Modula 3. ABC is a replacement of basic language that was developed way back in the computer programming. The Python language has the influence of ABC as well as Modula. Next, it is very high level programming. Now we are going to learn about the Python pluses. What are the advantages of using Python language? So first, it is easy to use. Python is compact and very easy to use object oriented language with very simple syntax rules. It is very programmer friendly. So object oriented program, what does object oriented program means? When we write, suppose we want to write a whole program, so instead of writing in a whole program, we divide the whole program into different segments. Segment number 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so these three segments will do different tasks for the programming. So this we call object. These segments we call objects. So it has become very easier to identify the error in that or to modify the programs when we divided them into different segments that we call objects. And on other hand, if we write the program whole in one go, so what is going to happen if there is some error? It will be difficult for to debug and remove those errors, and it will be very difficult to modify the programs. So this we call object oriented program, where we divided the whole program into different objects, and this we call procedure oriented program, POP, and this we call so this is one is object oriented program, and its syntax rules are very simple, simpler than Java and C. You will see later on in the program while writing the script, you will find that the syntax are very simple. Its rules are very simple. So it's a very programmer friendly and interpreted language. Python is an interpreted language, not a compiled language. So it's an interpreted one. So what is interpreter? Interpreter means whenever you write any program and you want to run that program, so it has to be converted from the high level language to the low level language. And if you have interpreter, so how it is going to happen? Suppose these are the syntax, okay, that has been written in a different line. So when you run the program, so what is going to happen? These lines are going to convert in low level language. So if you have an interpreter as a converter, so what does it do? It converts each line, and if there is a mirror in any line, it will report to the program. Here, let's say the line number 2 has any error, it will be reported here, and until unless this error is removed, the interpreter is not going to proceed further. Okay, so this we call interpreter. On other hand, compiler means if compiler is there as a converter, so what is going to happen here? The compiler convert the whole program in one go and then report all the error here. Whatever error are there, you can remove after that. So this is a difference between compiler and interpreter. So this is the interpreted language and not compiled one. Expressive language. It is capable to express the code's purpose because it has fewer lines of codes and simpler syntax. So the codes, because we have already talked that it's a very simple and programmer friendly language and it a very high language. So the codes are just like any high level language. Okay, the language that we can understand, and even the codes that you write for scripting the program are fewer as compared to other programs like C and Java. Here we are going to see one example. So this is the code in Java to swap a number, to swap numbers, and this is a course in Python to swap the number. So here you can say one line, two line, three line, four lines. Here only two lines are there. So what is swapping a value? Here are two memory locations. One is A and one is B. So in A memory location we have stored 2. In B memory location we have stored 3. If you want to swap, this means I want this 3 to go here, I want this 2 to come here. So this we call swap values. So 2 like this. Now you have seen. Okay, so 3 was here, it has gone to here, and 2 was here, it has gone to there. This is called swapping. So to write a script for this swapping, we have seen that these many codes needed to write in Java program, and these many as well required in C, but here it's only 2 lines codes are required. So that proves that it's a very simpler language. Now next we are going to learn how it is completeness. Okay, it's a completeness. When we install Python, we get everything we need to do real work. We need not to download and install additional libraries. So whenever we install a software, so it comes with some certain libraries. Library means there are certain add-on programs, smaller modules of the program that can be used by the programmer, that help the programmers to write it faster and easy way. Okay, so we have to download libraries. So unlike other programs, here whenever we download Python, so we need not to download it separately. And in other programs, when you download those programs, you have to separately download libraries. So it's a completeness. It's a complete package comes together whenever you download the language. Next, cross-platform language. So Python is a portable language. It can run on variety of platforms like Windows, Linux, Unix, Macintosh, and it can be run on the different devices like supercomputer, smartphone, etc., etc. Means this language can be run on any platform, whether it's Windows, whether it's a Linux or Unix or Macintosh, anything, and it can be run on different devices like supercomputer and smartphone and laptop, desktop, whatever you say. Okay, it can be run there. So this is also one plus point. Next is free and open source. Free and open source means whenever you want to download this program from the web, you need not to pay anything. Python language is freely available. It can be downloaded from www.python.org without any cost. So it's a free. So next, a variety of uses. Python can be used for many purposes like scripting, web applications, GUI programs, game development, data application, etc., etc., etc. So many purposes are there. Now we will learn some Python manages. So first, not the fastest language. So it is an interpreted language and not a fully compiled one. Fully compiled languages are faster. So why it is not faster? Because it is not fully compiled. Python is first semi-compiled into an internal bytecode, which is then exerted by the Python interpreter. So that's why it is not a fastest language. Next, lesser libraries than C, Java, and Perl. So Python offers library support for almost all the programs, but its library is still not competent with languages like C, Java, Perl, etc. So number of libraries. So what is libraries? Means these are the add-on programs which help the programmer to write a script easily and faster. So libraries are not there. Means as compared to other languages, it has less libraries. Now next, not strong on type binding. Python is not very strong on catching type mismatch issues. So if a variable is declared as integer and later you store a string, it won't complain. So what is type binding? Type binding means suppose you have created a memory location to store a number. Let's say this is your memory location. While declaring variable, you create memory location, and you want, let's say, one number here. Let's say 2. You want 2 to be stored there, but later you have stored something else in that. let's say you have stored one string. So name, string means some name, okay. So let's say ABC or BCD, BCD. So there is a difference between this is a number, this data is number, and this data is a string. So this was created to store a number, but later you put a string in that. So this is a different type of data. So if you do this, so this this Python doesn't complain. But in other language like C and Java, if you declared a variable to store one type of data, it won't accept other type of data. So that has a strong type binding. Okay. So not easily convertible. Python is an easy language, but this advantage has a flip side too. It is not easily convertible. So if you want to convert the Python codes to some other language code, so it is not easily convertible because it's a very simple one, very high level language, and that's why this advantage become here disadvantage while you want to convert it from some to some other language. Now working in Python. Now working in Python. First, downloading and installation. Python can be downloaded from www.python.org. It is called a C Python installation. It comes with Python interpreter, Python IDLE, that we call Python GUI, and pip, that is package installer. So as we have learned already, its completeness means its complete package is downloaded whenever you download Python. So these all packages come there: Python interpreter, Python IDLE. What is IDLE? IDLE is an acronym for Integrated Development and Learning Environment. So they'll all other software also downloaded with the Python, downloading of the Python. Now next, downloading and installation. Now working in default C Python. The default distribution C Python comes with Python interpreter, Python IDLE GUI based, and pip package installation to work in the integrative as well as the script mode. Now working in default Python. The default distribution C Python comes with Python interpreter, Python IDLE. IDLE I have told you, GUI based. It's a platform where you can write your script, where you can debug it, where you can compile it, where you can create some work in a learning environment, and pip, that is package installer. So to work in interactive as well as script mode, you need to open Python IDLE. So it has two modes. One is interactive mode and second one is a script mode. So we will learn here what is an interactive mode. Now we will learn here what is an interactive mode and script mode. So first, working with the interactive mode, I will just take you to the Python IDLE to see how does it work. So in order to work in Python, you have to download it from www.python. So let's see how we can work in an interactive mode and script mode. So to work in Python, first of all, you have to download it from www.python.org. And then if you have Windows 7 lower version, then you have to click on start button, and from all program you can open it. But if you have Windows 8 or higher version than that, you have to go to the app page, and here you have to find out it where it is. So I will just scroll. Here you can see this is IDLE Python 3.8 32-bit. So this we have to open. The same thing you will find in all program if you have Windows 7 or lower version. So here it is getting open. and this is your Python shell that has opened before you, and here you can see this one is Python command prompt 3 greater sign. This we call Python command prompt, and whatever command you write before that, you will see a cursor is there. The cursor prompt is write command here. So here we can give command. Here we are working on interactive mode. So in an interactive mode, you have to type one line command, and the moment you press enter key, you will get the output. For example, I have written here 6 plus 5. I want output of 6 plus 5, and the output, this is the output here. So you can only write your command in one line, and the moment you press enter key, you will get the answer of it. I will write a is equal to 8, okay, and I will write a. You can see here I have stored 8 in the variable a, and here I write a, and this is the result of that. Now I will type a command here, print command hello, and you can see hello is printed here. So this is what you have seen in interactive mode, that you tap your command in one line and your output is given in the next line, and then you tap again one command and the output is given. So this is thereby the sandwiching of your command and your output, and the whole mess up. You cannot type a whole bunch of your commands here and save it for the future use. So these are the two disadvantages of interactive mode, that the sandwiching of your command and output, and second thing, you cannot save your file for the future use. If at all, if you want to save it, but it doesn't remain as your code or as a script. So what is the solution? How can you make a file in Python that can be saved for the future use to run it somewhere? So the solution is to go for script mode. So here we are going to our script mode, and here you have to click on new file, okay, and here this new file is open for you. This is a script mode, I mean to say, and here you can see that there is no command prompt here, only the blinking cursor is there, and here you can write your command. Okay, I'm just writing print again and hello. Okay, I just want to write one more command here, same print command. Okay, I am learning Python. Okay, that's all. So these two commands. I can write many more commands here. The whole program I can write here, and once I have written the program, I can. Now one advantage is that I can save my file here. So let's see how can we save our file. So we will go to file menu again, and here you can see save, or you can just press Control S also. So as soon as I press on this save options, if it will prompt you to give the name to your file here. I'm just giving it name. Okay, what I should give? Okay, first program, let's say program, and then one more thing I just want to bring your attention here, that whenever you give the name to your file, you should not forget to give an extension of .py. So .py extension is to be given, so that you could easily identify your program later on, because it will bear the icon of Python. I will just show it to you. So, and after that, if you want to save on a particular location, you can select from here. I just want to save it on the desktop. Okay, I just saved it, and now I will press on save button, and your file is already saved there in a desktop. I could show you there. Yeah, this is a first program. Let's say I have just closed this program. Next day, if I want to open it, okay, I will just open this, and so open here. Now I want to open my file that I had saved there. I have to click on open from the file menu, and then I have to browse through and find out it was on desktop. And here you can see the file is the first program. I will just click on that and open, and now your program is open. It is yet open. If you want to run it, means if you want to execute it, you want to find, it's only the command, you want to find the result of it. So you have to go on run menu here, you can see, and then here run modules, or alternatively you can press F5, and here the two commands, the print, I have given two print commands, so that has been printed. So this is how you can do it in a script mode. So that is all for today, and in this chapter, your chapter is finished now. In this chapter you have learned an introduction of Python. Okay, next you have learned Python pluses. Next you have learned Python minuses, means what are the disadvantages, and before that what are the advantages, minuses. And next you have learned about working in Python, how to download, where from you can download it. Okay, what are the packages are there that are automatically download with it. And then last you have learned understanding first program, or you can say working in interactive mode and script mode. So this you have learned in Python, and that is all for today. That is all. Thank you.